Hi, I'm Ryan from the Sax Pro Shop here at MusicMedic, and today I'm going to talk to you about our saxophone rod and screw block organizers. When you're taking apart your saxophone, these are great for keeping your parts organized. The saxophone rod block is used for all of your solid rods, such as your top stack, your bottom stack, your C and your E flat, even your smaller keys like your palm keys and your side keys. This area over here is great for keeping your rods and your roller rods. We even have a spot down there for your neck screw and your lyre screw. The saxophone screw block is made for your pivot screws. These have two spots, one for your upper and one for your lower pivot screw, and it also has areas over here for your key guard screws. It even has an area down here for your close guard screws. Let me show you how I use these. I'm going to start by taking the screw off of my neck key. When I take the rod out and I put it into the organizing block, I want to make sure I put it so that the threads are facing up. This reduces any risk of damaging the threads if this were to get bumped or knocked. Rod for my palm D, it's going to go right there. Again, threads pointing up. Here's a tip. It's much easier to remove the key once you've disengaged the springs. So I'll use my spring hook and unlatch my springs from their catches. If you're going to use a pair of pliers to remove the rod, just be very careful that you don't damage the slot in the end of the rod. And again, thread side facing up. When I remove my rollers, I'm going to put it in these spaces right here. These are big enough to fit just about any size roller for any make and model saxophone. Now I'm going to remove a key that has pivot screws. And again, it's a little bit easier to remove that key if you disengage your spring first. And make sure you use a screwdriver with the appropriate sized head. So I'm removing the screw for my alternate F sharp. This is the bottom one. So I'm going to put it in this bottom location right there. I'm going to make sure I keep my top pivot screw and my bottom pivot screw separate. That way when I put them back together, my top screw goes in the top post and my bottom screw goes in the bottom post. Sometimes when you mix up pivot screws, it can cause the key to bind. There are spots on the rod block for your key guard screws, including your clothing guard screws. So I'm going to remove this and show you how I put these away. So I'm going to put my closed guard screws right in this location. And there we are. A great way to keep organized when you're completely disassembling your instrument. For more information on these products and many more, take a look at MusicMedic. For more information on how to disassemble and reassemble a saxophone, take a look at this video.